Hello, welcome to the Colourful Creativity podcast. My name is Carolien and this is episode 132, part 3. You can find me everywhere as Carolien, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Ravelry, Ko-Fi, basically everywhere where you can be, I'm Carolien. I have a web shop, colourfulcreativity.nl, and I'm getting a bit of a dry throat from all the talking. You can see on the clothes that I am recording this in one day and going to upload it in a few separate days. So yeah, I'm gonna drink my water. And now we are going to dive into all the garments that are on the needles. And I know previous episode I had the ripple butt short, which is basically a garment, but I am going for upper garments this time. And it's going to be a frenzy. So, first up in my Star Wars Halloween bag from Jibby Sews, I have my Rainbow Party Cardi, which is basically a body waiting for sleeves and the big shawl collar. Oops, or is it really a shawl collar? I'm not sure. Is it? Just the collar. I still haven't decided on my, no, it's not a shawl. It's really a collar with a wider bottom. But I still haven't decided on the mini skeins or colors I want to use. So maybe I should just stash dive for that. And yeah. I'm first going to knit the sleeves and then I'll see. The Rainbow Party Cardi is by Stephanie Lotfen. And it is just too pretty not to knit and not to finish. I am using Colourful Creativity Smooth Sock, so my own base, the Smooth Sock base, in Quirky Rainbow, and I'm pretty sure Quirky Rainbow was designed for this. I mean, hello, look at this. Isn't that just gorgeous, all those rainbow speckles? And even though I think I alternated the skeins, there's definitely a difference. This one is lighter and here it is a bit heavier speckled, but that's fine. I now see maybe an issue. Oh no, it's just a big stitch because of the yarn. Yeah, because of the way the yarn is fused, there's one bigger stitch. If I hold it close enough, you might be able to see it there. I hope you saw that. If not, I'm just gonna wiggle it a bit with the tension and everything. This one's definitely a keeper. I know I'm taking the longest time to finish it. It doesn't even have a needle anymore because I'm using that in a different project. Hey, it is what it is. Another definite keeper in my Elden Woodcraft sheep bag is the bubble cardigan for my husband. And even though it will be a WIP traveling with me into the new year, I have been working on it the past week. I haven't been able to knit a lot. I've been very distracted, so every time I finish a row or I'm halfway a row, I grab my phone, scroll Instagram. So that's how scroll-brained I am at the moment. But hey, I have 2 stripes to go, 2 bubble stripes, and then I get to join for the body, and the rows will become even longer. It's definitely not the most difficult pattern, but oh, those long rows. So many stitches. But I'm very excited to be at that point so my husband can actually try it on so we can see if it fits. I am really happy with how it looks. If it doesn't fit him, I will wear it. And if it does fit him, I will wear it too. Just because. For those who don't know, the bubble cardigan, it is by Stephen West. Here we have him, the master himself, wearing it in blues. We are going for greens. The bubble cardigan by Stephen West. And yeah, this is just kind of my mindless, I don't have a plain vanilla sock knit. The only thing is, sometimes I forget to drop the bubble stitch. And you have too many stitches and things go wrong, and I've already had to let her down. I'm only doing 2 instead of 3 stitches between, and you have to think back and pick up all those stitches again. It sucks. I have to really pay better attention. Then in this Love It design bag, I have a finished Bessie top. And the Bessie was a test knit I did. Bessie was a test knit I did for Jacqueline Cieslak. And the yarn I used was apparently something I was allergic to. So this is a crop top. And my mom doesn't wear crop tops. So I have to add some length to it. And then my mom has a nice summery top for herself. Not a top priority. Will happen before summer. So she has it this year if I can help it. Another summer top that I do not have the project here, but I can see it because it's on the yarn holder, like the turning stick thing. Because this yarn is just very nice to be on such a holder. This is pure linen. 100% linen from Lithuania. I ordered it on Etsy last year, or this year, earlier this year. Very much influenced by something I heard on one of the Frickelcast Clubhouse meetings, probably. Yeah. It will be a outline tee, which I already have knit for the test knit. And it was by Jessie May D Designs, and yeah, I'm gonna knit that one. The outline tee is a pleasure to knit. I want it in 100% linen for a nice drapey garment this summer, and yeah, will happen. Not now. It's winter. I want winter garments. Talking about winter garments, let's grab another summer top. In here is my Ardent by Amalia Sieber, who is also known as Kindred Red Fibers. Kindred Red. Yeah. I think I have not got the picture of, no, I didn't print that because it is from Pom Pom, so I can actually look at the photos in the Pom Pom magazine, and I only printed the pattern. But here's what it looks like on the drawing. It is with Intarsia, and it is just gorgeous, and basically I'm still here. I am just a little bit further than the folded hem. I did this much this year in summer, and I think that was because of a sock knitting competition that was suddenly too interesting not to join. Hey ho, it happens. Oh, I forgot to show you what yarn I'm using. For the bubble cardigan, I'm using a lot of yarn, and I have shown it in other episodes. So if you want to know that, just look at an episode where you can see in the show notes that I'm showing you the bubble cardigan. For this one, I'm using Bergère de France, and this is the Estivale yarn, which has sequins in it. And it is a 50% acrylic, 21% hemp, and 29% polyester yarn. So very interesting combination and a nice summery blend, hopefully. Next up, let's grab another cotton or summer thing. In here I have a lot of, and even I have the needles. Okay, that's where my 3.75 millimeters are. In this Fondant Fibre project bag, I have, let me see, a pattern by Kate Oates that I was going to test knit. It was going to be the La Sororité top, but it got changed because for some people it was hanging a bit weird, that it was lower in the middle, or yeah, something was wrong with the shape or something. The pattern got adjusted for that, so the sides would be longer and it would be like flowy on the front like that. But all my shirts hang like that because I'm fat and it pulls it up, and yeah, it looks weird. And to actually accentuate that, I wasn't okay with that. I've got a lot of scheepjes, no, not scheepjes, Schagelmeijer Catania and a tiny bit of scheepjes Katona in here for a rainbow look for all those stripes. And yeah, I have a cast on, and that's when I got the updated pattern and we talked about it, and I said no, I do not like that, and I got an okay from the designer to just keep knitting as is whenever I felt like it. Here is my swatch, and I still really like it, and someday it will be knit the way I like it and not the way it was intended. So, looking at things, okay, let's grab this bag. You haven't seen it in a million years. It's a gorgeous project bag that I got as a gift. And in here, it is creations by Kaz from the lovely Carol. And yeah, in here is a project that I cast on for a class I was going to teach. So I have a big swatch here. The yarn is Scheepjes Stonewashed XL. And I have it off needles because needed the needles for a different project. And to be fair, this is how it's gonna look. This was going to be a cardigan, so a sweater knitting class with steeking. Yes, with a cotton acrylic blend, because that was me. That was cheap yarn and I could make the class affordable. Currently, I am at the stage where I am going to rip out the needle and I'm going to throw this in the garbage bin. I know there will be people shouting at the screen now, but this yarn has been frogged, I think 3 or 4 times already. It does not hold up that well when frogging so many times. It is cotton acrylic, and I am just done. I am just really done with it. It will all be thrown out, and yeah, because of the floof, yeah, the way the yarn is made, the floof sticks to everything and you have to pull it really hard when frogging it, and you break some of the plies, and so yeah, this is not worth fussing over anymore. I know I'm not gonna teach anymore. I am definitely not gonna finish it for myself. It's gonna be way too heavy. Gone. Another -1. We are at -4, and we are at 4 garments. So that makes 18 projects. Another project that's definitely a keeper. Winter garment. In my gorgeous bag from Tenny Cassie. My Kurdag. My gorgeous cabled cardigan from the Nani Swammo. Pattern is by Carol Feller and the yarn I'm using is Paula's Wolle undyed. It's a DK weight non-superwash yarn. Here you go. This is how it looks. Yeah. What can I say about this? There is a knit along I saw for cabled garments, but I do not remember who shared it, of course, so I have to go and look for that myself again. Seriously, I could just try and remember those things, but no. Oh wait, 6. So, sorry, we're currently at 20 projects. In this bag, I got it from the US, Nomad Stitches, I think, or Nomad yarn, nomadic yarn. It's an indie dyer who does self-striping. That's what where I got this bag. Here we have my little secret crop by Jessie May, and I have a cast on and a lot of rib. Tiny rib. So yeah, the yarn I'm using is Colourful Singles yarn, my own yarn, and in 3 different shades of orange. And apparently I'm holding yarn double, and I'm going to fade this somehow. Yeah, I'm holding yarn double from one ball, so inside and outside, and then I'm going to fade it somehow into the solid orange. Yeah. Okay, that was the plan. I am keeping this on here. I already frogged that yarn before, 1 or 2 times. At least 1 time for the mystery fade knit along shawl thingy from, I don't remember who it was. Might have been Andrea Mowry with a very disappointing mystery knit along in brioche. And then the next section was just more of the same brioche, and we were like, what the hell is this? So yeah, this one is staying, but not a priority. In this Herbstblatt Regina bag, I have another Jessie May project. And this is my second Ripple Bralette. And I'm knitting this from leftovers from my Find Your Fade shawl, and I only have this because it's twisted rib and it's a lot. I think I planned to knit this in surgery recovery last year. Well, no, just no, but I'm keeping it. In my tea, yeah, I'm not sure, my crazy tea bag, I have a tin can knits pattern. I knew it was in there. I can be very surprised, but I knew it was in there. It is the Raindrops Pullover, and it is one of those amazing pullovers, and I know I stole the needles for something else. And I really need my mind for this, because the yarn over knit 2 together and the stitch counts are definitely off easy. I'm guessing with all the stitch markers in here I have to count my stitches again, and all the increases, etc. So yeah, I am keeping it because I really love this color for a sweater for myself. And I love the pattern, and yeah, the yarn is Colourful Soft Sock in a one-of-a-kind Raindrops colorway, I called it. I used it for my adventuresome and also for my adventuresome socks. I frogged the swatch for this project and put it in the sock when I ran out of yarn. And then I only have one more project in this very big pink hazel bag. Wow. This is an Ardent bag, and in here is a lot of yarn. I will take it out to show you. This is my own and undercover otter, and I think maybe some Sieber and some Jette handgefärbt Heimatwolle. Also leftovers from my Find Your Fade and some random other colors that matched with it. It's all pinks and purples. It has needles. Wow. This is my Marled Mania sweater from Stephen West. I do not have the pattern here because I'm knitting this with my knit companion, and I'm not sure where I am. I have to figure that out. I am fading and marling colors at the moment. I think this is Hard Candy by Undercover Otter, and this I do not know. But I'm fading that Hard Candy with my Tits Out collective yarn, and yeah, always a lighter color with a darker color. And I think I have to calculate how many rows I have to do per color. And then Steven said, do not do more than X amount per combination. Switch more often instead of less, because it's striping otherwise too much and will become ugly, and I might have to rip back to the color, and I do not want to, but we'll see. I'm not ready yet. I really love that I started a bit lower. It's a bit wider so it doesn't choke me up. I took that modification from Amalia of Kindred Red. Yeah, a keeper, but I want to do the bubble cardigan and the cardigan first. Those are my priorities of this, and then the raindrops, and then this one. So now you know. It is a huge project, but therefore in a huge project bag. Boom. Yeah, that was the camera. Well done, big project bag. Well done. So those are all the WIPs. 4, 6, 8, 10 garments, upper garments. Yeah, that makes the total 24 WIPs. Hopefully I can bring it down one with the gloves, but if not, 24 is fine. I could say I have to knit 2 a month and be done with everything. Slightly moving the camera angle. Let me see. I do not see myself knitting 2 WIPs a month, or finishing 2 WIPs a month. Like maybe a sock and a garment. I could try that. Yeah. What do you think? I am totally fine with bringing some of these WIPs into 2023. I do not have any issues with that. But I do want to get under 20, maybe around 15 or something. So I'm gonna go WIP down and stash down. That's the next project. So yeah, I got stuff to do. And I know what to do now. Bubble cardigan is priority 1. That will stay, and I will figure out a sock. I think it will be the broken seed stitch socks, because I can take them everywhere. And I will get rid of the other 3 projects that will not go into the new year with me. So yeah, tell me, what is on your list? Do you make these kind of lists? I know I asked it in the previous part, but still, with so many garments. Do you have a lot of garments on the needles, or are you more like one shawl, one sock, one garment? Let me know. Things have to change here, I know, and I'm working on it, but I'm also not really ashamed about this. I just like to start, or I do not like to cast on. So when things are ready to go, I am very happy because I can grab it and just go. I also don't like to finish, because then a project I love is gone and there's the black hole of what's next. So having all these WIPs makes it easier for me to grab something I like. And sometimes I just have to switch a bit. I'm happy I got everything together now and I can get organized and I know what I have. So yeah, there's definitely no shame in lots of WIPs, and also not in a big stash. I know I feel that sometimes, and it is more the outside pressure of that idea that I have to feel ashamed. But yeah, it's gotten a bit out of hand, but I'm working on it. And with that, we're gonna say goodbye. My camera is almost empty and I hope to see you again. Yeah, well, I will see you again. Next time, I hope to show you my fiber stash. Oops. Bye bye. Right, I have my trusty orange WIPs basket. I need to push it down a bit, but then it will fit in our, I think it's a luck, not even a Kallax. And my trolley has been filled again. I have to declutter the whole top, but everything underneath are WIPs that want to be knit. That one goes back into the cupboard under the stairs, because that's where I keep it. This will be mailed. I will put it in bags. No worries. I just shoved it in the box first. And then there's 3 empty project bags with some reclaimed yarn and a project good for the garbage. And please don't scream, "Oh, but someone could have used that." Yeah, sure. They can have these nice, neat, tidy balls. Please. Brown yarn going into my D-stash, because I have more of the same yarn in there. And then there's these two opal sock yarns, Petrol and the Sparkly Rainbow. And 3 project bags back. So bye bye to these projects.